Jack and Chronic, but you can only send one of them out there, first of all. And second of all, you only get one 1v1 mode. So for Gen G, while the expectation is that they would probably do well in that department, 3s and 2s are a lot closer or even well in favor of BDS, especially when it comes to that 3v3. So we will see what Gen G can do in these 3v3s to kind of even the score.
Yeah, Gen G lost their 2v2 game that they have played to Raziers and Smokes. That's seemingly not their strongest match. Apparently Jack and Chronic there dropping that one. It was a very competitive match there, 4-3 for Monkeys, Raziers and Smokes. But yeah, 3v3 and 2v2 definitely BDS favored. We're playing 3v3 right now. Can they do again what they did at the World Championship?
It was a slaughter by BDS the last time we saw it. But there's been a few weeks. See what Gen G has in store for us. The promising North American squad early on in RLCS, the Fall Major champions, as they did in Rotterdam, trying to show up to another LAN and take it. It really does fall on, a lot of the talk will fall on, apparently, Jack and his performances, as you know, he feels like actually he's been underrated coming into a lot of these. But in this crew battles format, he can certainly solidify himself as one to look out for, as he already is. 3v3s, you'd love to see him step up, really everyone from Gen G to step up and really stick it to BDS.
You know, it's a really big deal if Gen G can win one 3v3 game early here, either this one or game 3, then that puts so much pressure on BDS because the 1v1 is surely Gen G favored. That's a good save from Chronic on the close range shot. It has been mostly BDS who are attacking in this matchup as they did at the World Championship. That's a big miss from Chronic now, giving Seiko the free reign of the aerial play. Tries to double reset, lands it, and it's wide open and missed by Monkey Moon.
Well, not wide enough, Johnny. Monkey Moon, he certainly had players in front of him as well. That near post was covered in the end.
Yeah.
But he had an opportunity to pick a spot. That was definitely not the right spot. 2 minutes in, chances for BDS. Rise, double tap, trying to push it down, but Chronic was there. The shot will go through for Monkey Moon, and BDS on the board first.
Well, there you go, Monkey Moon. Accurate shooting here, Rise uncontested. Chronic botches the clear. Nolly asked to do some last-ditch defending. He gets dusted to the ball by one of the fastest players to those low aerial plays.
So BDS striking first in this 3v3. Gen G can't let this one get away. You have to stay in it. Nolly. Now apparently Jack has options in the box. Couple touches and it doesn't come out to anyone in orange. Chronic just trying to slow down the transition from BDS. Rise has been playing point man a couple times for BDS, not found. Here's apparently Jack trying to go under Seiko. Chronic to follow up. Seiko's blocking everything. The ball's still in front of him. He's getting pushed off now as he gets help from Monkey Moon. Rise. Put it to the backboard as BDS dangerous on the counter, but here comes Gen G. Nolly, one in front as Monkey Moon turns it away.
Yeah, Monkey Moon and Nolly, a lot of history between the two players. They played rival series together all those years ago with a Swedish player called Zensaz, and since then they've mostly been opponents at the opposite side of the pitch. Seiko is playing a great game here. Very instructive play by Seiko. Every time he's the first player to challenge the ball, he goes for the ball. He does not get faked, just gets behind it, makes himself as big as he can. Gen G are really struggling to get any clear-cut chances. They had a brief spurt there where they had a few shots on target.
Oh, look out.
And now it's Monkey Moon the other way. Jack saves and recovers well. Nice follow-up from Nolly also.
Yeah, great strike there from Monkey Moon. The defense wasn't necessarily set for that, and nobody was ready for Seiko to curl around the backboard. And somehow this one snuck in for him. The near post there from Chronic was covered, but it came off his car and into the net.
Yeah, that's a bit careless from Chronic. I don't think he realized how quickly Seiko was going to get into a striking position there on the opposite side of the ball. He probably, you know, thought Seiko was trying to force that one into the middle because he was defending the center ball more than the goal there. Seiko just clearly dunked on him. Now Seiko's looking for a third. Chronic will not let him through that time. Gen G once again completely dominated. I want to be used best.
We're spending a lot of time on the Gen G defensive third. BDS proving the 3v3 dominance here over Gen G. Just over a minute left. Seiko quickly up to this one. He still gets the touch. Rise, can he find the angle? Chronic somehow makes the save. He's come up big for Gen G to not let this score get too out of hand. And now an opportunity, Jack trying to pass to himself. It won't happen. Nolly looking for options. We'll just dunk it away, and again, GENG just can't hold on to it in that final third, as BDS looking to threaten one more goal.
Yeah, it's just more BDS pressure, more BDS possession. GENG have not been able to find a way out of defense for long periods of time. There's been no passing, and there's been really no 50-50 game to speak of. I mean, they're trying to make it work here, but every time it's falling to a BDS player. Now, can they get anything going in the closing stages? No, apparently Jack, looking to advance forward, just ends up underneath the ball. It's BDS attack once again. It's off the post, but with a 2-0 score, they won't mind.
GENG have yet to drop a 3v3. They will do it here, 10 seconds left. They need to score with time left on the clock, but BDS dominating GENG here in this department. And Johnny, we now go to either 1v1 or 2v2. I would assume it'd be 1v1 coming out from GENG. We'll see not only if it is the 1v1, but then who they send out as well. You saw in the interview from Herc with Jack and Chronic. Chronic saying that, you know, there's nerves on stage.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that would affect him going in. Apparently Jack, obviously, he doesn't really talk about that as much. If that affects their gameplay or who they would rather put in, we'll have to see.
This really comes down to how highly GENG rate their 2v2. If they think they have a better chance to win in 2v2 than 3s, then it doesn't really matter what order they pick the game mode in, because they're assuming they're going to need to win both of them. However, if they think BDS are just stronger significantly in 2s and that 3v3 is their best shot, then they have to pick 1s here, because they would need to win that and then win both 3s if they think 2s is going to be tough to win. I think, you know, honestly, GENG won't be, you know, going too deep with it though. You know, I'm telling you what they, you know, could go for if they're trying to big brain this. But realistically, like you said, they should just be picking 1v1. And it's their best matchup, their best game mode against BDS. You know, if they do pick 2s, it's a mind game. It's a plan for a long series. And it's a plan to save 1v1 to get a free win leading into match point and maybe have BDS tilted on match point in game 5. So, you know, will they do that? No, they won't. No. They will just straight away pick 1v1. It's Chronic against Monkey Moon. Both players have a win to their name from yesterday.
And the theory here for GENG is just to get the win in the game mode they're most confident in. Or they should be, at least. They've sent out Chronic against Monkey Moon. And Monkey Moon, not the first time we've seen him. He was able to take down Venom, but it was a very close match in overtime. 7-6 was the score.
Oh, look at this.
And now Monkey Moon getting physical and will put away the first goal.
Yeah, great bump there from Monkey Moon. Chronic landing, and there really wasn't much that he could do to dodge this one. He'd already decided his fate by jumping in an awkward position. Monkey Moon gets the opening goal. Now, Monkey Moon is, these days, much further down the 1v1 rankings than Chronic. Chronic, with his recent performances, has really been impressing everybody. And, I mean, if you want evidence of that, just look at who's playing this game. He's playing instead of apparently Jack. Even his own team recognized his brilliance recently. Monkey Moon's pedigree is there. He came from a 1v1 background. He came from the 1v1 world. And he is using every ounce of experience to put goals past Chronic right now.
Yeah, regardless, Monkey Moon is certainly no slouch. Just individual skill, regardless of 1v1. It's certainly there for Monkey Moon. You see it, especially in 2s. But you've seen it in 3s plenty of times, of course, as a world champion. And right now, a fantastic start, but you're only 45 seconds in, and that one almost was a third. Chronic trying to find some possession here. Oh my goodness. It's Monkey Moon. Good recognition there to go all the way back to his corner and pick up the boost. Chronic not really threatening so far. Giving up a lot of possession. This one going back up to Monkey Moon. Space, time, Chronic has to make the save. Monkey Moon drops it down and it gets under him.
The reset threat to the top shelf was significant, and Chronic bit hard on this mind game. Re-jump into cover high, and Monkey Moon just slides it underneath him. Chronic got a piece of it, but nowhere near enough. The pace carried the ball across the line.
Well, what a start for Monkey Moon. It's Chronic struggling in the first minute here, as Monkey Moon will get this kickoff control. Quick back wall touch, Chronic having to react, and again, Monkey Moon. Quality challenge there to keep him in the final third. Chronic, it feels like Chronic's really stretching out for a lot of these challenges, flying past Monkey Moon, and just having to use a lot of boost to recover.
It's an interesting matchup here. Monkey Moon's playing very grounded, as you would expect. Chronic coming in, trying to turn it into an aerial game.
Got him.
Lands
Wow.
the bump, leaning back to get it, and he does get his first goal.
And that was an impressive bump there from Chronic. He knew he was going to go past Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon trying to wait for Chronic to go by, but Chronic bending backwards to make sure Monkey Moon hits him instead of the ball.
Interesting to note, every time we get a look at GENG on the stage, no words really being spoken. They might be speaking when the camera's not on them, but Jack and Illusion both remaining silent for now, letting Chronic work, and Chronic is starting to do just that.
And he's locked in there. No reaction on the goal as well from Chronic, but now you're seeing him warm up, getting comfortable. He talked about the nerves. We mentioned it before, and it seems like those are starting to be shaken off. So he's come back to 2-0 run here from Chronic, and it's on Monkey Moon now to kind of turn the tides here.
The bump is there. Oh, good job. Monkey Moon saving enough boost. Look how much boost he's got, actually. Enough to retreat back, and is forcing Chronic to make a play with 18. He's got to be so careful. Good speed in the recovery. And I've heard Jack talk a lot about Monkey Moon's 1v1 game in the past, and he has a lot of respect for Monkey Moon's ground game in particular. Now, Chronic overall is a little bit more of an aerially player, a lot more aerial-based in ones than Jack is. So I think the game plan here was to turn this into an aerial battle against Monkey Moon. It's Jack against Monkey Moon. You know, a lot of people, if Chronic loses this, will be saying, why didn't Jack play? Well, you know, Jack's more of a grounded player. That's Monkey Moon's strength. So playstyle-wise, this is starting to look a little bit better for Chronic as he puts the pressure on with multiple boost steals.
Yeah, the first half of this game, you saw a lot of possession go over to Monkey Moon. You didn't see a lot from Chronic, but now you see Chronic a lot more comfortable holding onto the ball. This bounce gets away from him. Full boost here from Monkey Moon. Into the sky he goes as Chronic easily takes that one away. Can he put it on target? He certainly will. It's a tie ball game here at 2:15.
Great pre-jump by Chronic. Monkey Moon losing control. No flip to play with. And Chronic has the runaway goal. 3-3. Last 3 goals, all from the American, showing why GENG chose him in the matchup.
Great work here from Chronic, not to get flustered on the immediate run from Monkey Moon, but a kickoff goal will do, and back into the lead he goes.
So both players with identical kickoff strategies there, but Monkey Moon just a bit more committed. Now, Chronic's paying attention to that, or if either Jack or Illusion are, they could be telling him as well. He's got to get goal side. He's got to get this one to the inside, towards that sign in the background. That's exactly what he does, but looks like he's gone a bit behind him. Still Chronic control.
My.
Oh, that's a bit of a high touch, though.
And now he's got the boost.
He has no one going. No, Chronic. He had the right idea, but he's completely misplayed it.
That is an all-time own goal from Chronic.
Oh, no.
You're right. He had the right idea. He wanted to get more on the ball there to push it to his corner or any corner, and instead into his own net.
He had the advantage. He actually won that kickoff. It might look like, well, he's in defense, so he lost it. No, he won it. That was his ball. He could have taken it to his back corner, grabbed 100 boosts, but he's just own goal. And not only that, he assisted his own goal.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Chronic down by 2. Into the air again, trying to get the bump this time. Monkey Moon will not fall for that one twice. And Monkey Moon, oh my. Getting the flick towards the back wall, and Chronic calmly trying to pick this one up, but maybe too calmly here as Monkey Moon picks up his pace.
Monkey Moon is so fast on the turn. Chronic thought he had time to grab the boost, but Monkey Moon still beat him to the punch with the air roll shot. And not only that, he slotted it. 3-goal advantage again.
And he had no boost going into that. I mean, just maybe 6 or 8 from what I saw. And on the turn, confidence there, the game sense through the roof there for Monkey Moon. Catch back up. Here comes Chronic. Has a flip, and he'll get him.
I mean, he does look better in the aerial game. Chronic with the resets, almost unstoppable. That was a brilliant shot once again, and Monkey Moon tried to challenge it. As soon as he moved in, Chronic slammed it over him. And this is a close game. You know, 2-goal difference, 3-goal difference in other game modes. That's a, you know, a really difficult goal line to come back from. But 1 minute and 28 left. Chronic is well in this, and he's making their necessary kickoff adjustments.
We'll see another back post shot. Monkey Moon can't save that one away, but he falls into his own net. So time, space for Chronic. Monkey Moon, 36 boost to his name. Takes the high challenge. Chronic will take the low, and he's rewarded here. Just a 1-goal difference now.
Yeah, good pathing by Monkey Moon. He's grabbed a couple of small boost pads there, but Chronic switches up on him. It's been aerials, aerials, aerials. High ball every time going over Monkey Moon's head. That's conditioned Monkey Moon to go a bit high on the challenge. And Chronic switches low.
Minute 13, an eternity here in 1v1. Monkey Moon trying to threaten another kickoff goal. Chronic gets back, but he won't get that touch on the flick. Monkey Moon taking his time.
What a commitment by Monkey Moon. He just got the ball on top of his car here as Chronic flipped away. And with absolutely no time wasted, he flicks it behind Chronic. Still plenty time left for the American. Still plenty time for GENG. But he needs possession, and he needs it right now. Monkey's half flipped. That's going to give Chronic the ball, but it's a boost advantage to Monkey Moon. 50-50 goes into the post.
They're both in the net. And Monkey, with some boost, is able to get back to the ball. Chronic knew he's in a tough spot. Now Monkey, look at this. Just going to take it up the wall, let it go. Wants to get the full boost, trying to run out the clock. And now he takes a quality challenge. Can he put this one on target? It's free if he can. Chronic gets back in time.
Save.
Huge save from Chronic. But he still has to turn this one into a goal. And Monkey is happy to take this into the corner and run out the clock. Look at this. Across his own box. Chronic can't do much about it. Monkey still in pursuit here. This one's going towards the net. It's just wide. But look at the time trickling down here for Chronic. He's got to score here.
This is world class from Monkey Moon, not just in the mechanical game, not just in the positional game, but the strategical aspect as well. He pulls out the half flip kickoff, and it's just been time wasting since then. He knows that that is a kickoff that yields less time in the clock for your opponent. Big dunk though from Chronic. It's an impossible angle shot. He can't put it in, and that might be game. It's still trying to the last seconds, but Monkey Moon can breathe a sigh of relief. He has done it with the upset win for BDS. And Chronic, despite his best efforts, just did not have it in him to beat the great Monkey Moon.
The number 5 in the world, Chronic, falling to Monkey Moon here. And you can kind of see some frustration. I don't know if you saw the Chronic cam there. He kind of threw his hands back behind his head after the end of that game. A frustrating one, I'm sure, especially with that ending.
Yeah.
The time wasting there from Monkey Moon was clinical.
What Monkey Moon did, the final kickoff of the game, he just half flipped. He just left the ball. He said, you can have it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get my boost. You take the ball, and let's see if you can outplay me. Let's see if you notice me doing this. Chronic did not spot it. If he spotted it, he could have dribbled the ball to his back corner and had 100 boost to attack with. Instead, he was forced to attack with 30 or 20, whatever he had left. And that's really difficult at this level. It's tough to get the ball past 100 boost Monkey Moon when you don't have momentum and you don't have boost to your name. Chronic couldn't do it. He hit the post with a flick, and then Monkey Moon wasted the remaining time. So that's so smart by Monkey Moon. I love to see him thinking about what he's doing in the closing seconds and really just limiting Chronic's options. So we go back to 3v3. GENG have to do what they have not done yet in this matchup here or at the World Championship, and that is beat BDS. They need to do something that really does not come around very often.
And I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but even then, if GENG were to win this, they go back to a game mode that they're not as confident in, I guess, at least against BDS. But of course, we'd have to see GENG win this 3v3 first.
Yeah.
And BDS have to feel so confident after that Monkey Moon win in 1v1. That was the ringer for GENG. That was the one they were supposed to win. They don't come out on top, so the pressure's on GENG here. As BDS for the rest of this series will feel control as Monkey Moon's shot was well wide again.
Was that Monkey Moon again? What?
Yeah.
Did he just boom the post from 2 yards? What on earth was that? It just came out of nowhere. It looked a bit open. We'll have to take another look at it. We'll have to see if it was, in fact, more of an awkward angle than it looked. But yeah, that looked familiar.
So we'll see. Still 0. Rise and BDS trying to race down the field. GENG, the pressure's on here. Rise trying to put this one away. And where is GENG? There it is. Apparently Jack will let that one fall, and the clear is right back into the hands of BDS.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, BDS can just do whatever they want with this game. They can go all guns blazing with so many match points now, 3 of them. And both in game modes that they will feel favored in. I mean, Monkey Moon's just done them such a service. Give them the MVP if they win this. It's a no-brainer, because winning a 1v1 against Chronic has just turned this into such a great match for BDS. But nice save. Monkey Moon shaking his head. They're thinking, how on earth has that not gone in?
Great save from apparently Jack. But you're really looking for the offense here from GENG. Chronic's going to be over the top. Seiko, can he go all the way? He did get to the backboard. Still that defense holding strong for GENG. Where's the offense, though? Chronic trying to make it happen. Apparently Jack's already up. But he can't put it on target. And BDS very slow to take this one out, baiting in the attackers from GENG.
You know, maybe that could be the answer for GENG when they were dominating North America, when they were dominating the world in the fall. It's a long time ago now, but it was with the pre-jumps. It was with the synergy. They just seemed to know exactly what the next play was going to be before it happens. Where's that synergy now as they start to struggle against the best teams in the world in Rocket League's main game mode?
GENG is finding some form here, at least offensively, as apparently Jack will get flown to the sky as BDS doing well to deny. Halfway through game 3 in this 3v3, still scoreless. I think GENG will like that. Certainly don't want BDS to start running away with it. Chronic has an opportunity here, but with low boost, can't do much. He had no support. This one coming off a nollie. And GENG just trying to formulate some offense here, but BDS as clears the challenge game has certainly been in their favor.
Now the good news for GENG is they are getting the ball out of defense a lot more than in game 1, where it was constant pressure from BDS throughout. And this is a scary attack now coming in. Oh, well played though by Nolly, up quickly to deny Rise any further position. And apparently Jack with a very nice center ball, but Chronic has to sit back on it. Too risky with Nolly still waiting to recover. And this is a good passage of play for GENG. They're starting to get clean touches, but suddenly it comes to an end. Monkey Moon with the redirect. Oh, it's perfect.
Goodness. Monkey Moon, he had one of these in the World Championship final last year, and he gets another one in free space. And I mean, what can you do? No one's back in time for GENG. Perfectly placed for Monkey Moon, and BDS finally break through with all the offense they've had. Just a 1-goal game, and now a fake kickoff comes out from GENG, trying to set up apparently Jack. It's back to Nolly. This could be perfect. First touch. Can he get by the last man? Monkey Moon has been rock solid defensively, and he shuts down the setup from GENG.
The best player in the open era, showing that he is still in the conversation to this day, even in a different format. Right after they finish second place of the World Championship, BDS are still that team, and Monkey Moon is still that guy. Just a minute left for GENG. Will this be the end of their upper bracket run in the group?
1 minute in a 1-goal game. GENG looking to stay alive. It's been a struggle here, but it just takes one opportunity. Monkey Moon happy to go back to that game management. Seiko pops it up. Rise is there. BDS are just faster right now. Rise still on the ball. Flip reset. Apparently Jack will pick it up. GENG have to get down the field, have to put something together. It comes out to Chronic. Seiko will find Rise, who wants another touch. It goes past him. Nolly gets a bump on Monkey Moon. Jack's already up. Can he put this one away? He tried to take the 50 with Seiko in midair, and he's denied again. Here comes Chronic. Gotta be packed post, and it's not gonna go. Apparently Jack was there, but with 20 seconds left, GENG can't break through.
Yeah, another late surge from GENG here. They're trying everything. Jack 50-50s it past one. Chronic's bumped off one another player, but Nolly's shot's gone off the inside of the post.
What?
And it somehow stays out.
Came off the post, and even the defense couldn't keep up with it. One last dance for GENG. Nolly pulls off of it. Monkey Moon will just lob it into the air. Seiko pre-jumped, and it's under him. To the back wall it goes. GENG needs one more touch. And BDS trying to close this one out. The pass is there to apparently Jack. Monkey Moon on the backboard. Comes off cleanly as no one's there from GENG. And a 3-0 sweep for BDS.
BDS are inevitable. They advance to the playoffs as the top seed from Group B. GENG are not done yet, but they're going to need to beat Monkeys again if they want to follow BDS into the top 8.
Wow. Not what I expected, Johnny. BDS winning, fine. A 3-0 sweep was not the expectation here, especially with the 1v1 chosen. And for BDS, they could be happy. They qualify as the Group B first place. They will play Group C second place, as we'll have to see how that one pans out. Group C hasn't played too much quite yet, but for Group B, GENG will move down, like you said, to play against